Hi, this is Anna Rudolph. Although most of you probably know me as Nancy, which is actually my first name. When I first started writing in music and posting things, I posted them under my middle name, Anna, because I really didn't want my friends to spot them and hear what bad music I was making. So, but that is just stuck. So now I'm Anna Rudolph in music. This is the second of my Songwriting on the Porch series, and I switched locations this time. I thought it might be a little less windy over here, plus I got a little windscreen from my mic, so it should be better. So the song I'm going to play tonight is called Angel of Dreams. It's a song that I wrote in 2014, so I just probably barely been writing for 2 years, and actually, I started writing, I guess, in 2012, and it was sort of by accident because I had written this song on an airplane, and then I got home and I tried to play it, and I hadn't played the guitar in about 35 years, so all of this has been kind of a challenge for me, but I'm 8 years into the process now, and this song, Angel of Dreams, was nominated in 2015, which is the year that you would enter stuff. For the previous year, was nominated for a New Mexico Music Award in the singer-songwriter category. It's a very simple song, and I'm playing a really simple one tonight for a couple of reasons. One is just to show that you can actually write a sort of halfway decent song just using 2 chords, although there's always room for disagreement on that. And the other reason is that I tried to add some electric piano backing tracks to this, so I needed something super simple, and 2 chords was going to fill the bill. So I'm going to try to turn my backing track on now, and then I will play Angel of Dreams. Angel of mercy, angel of light, she walks through the darkness, slips through the night, spreading her goodness, cheering the old. This angel of mercy, ribbon of gold, sing on, stay by my side, sing on, angel abide, don't ever leave me, should I clip your wings, angel of mercy, my angel of dreams, my angel so precious, walking through fire, fueling my passion, my hopes and desires, making of me a much better soul, this angel of mercy, ribbon of gold, sing on, keep me at peace, sing on, let's dance in the street, dance under the moonlight, dance here in my heart, dance in the sunshine, let's dance in the dark. My angel of mercy, my angel so dear, heal all my failures, stay by my side, sing on, angel tonight. Don't ever leave me, should I clip your wings, angel of mercy, my angel of dreams, my angel of mercy, my angel of dreams. Okay, so I think I've got the effects down off of the mic now, so I don't sound like I'm in an auditorium. And just to talk a little bit about songwriting and that song. So I think that song came from either I saw something about angels, or I had some imagery of angels or something like that. And then something kind of came up the next day, which is typically what happens with me. I'll see something, hear something, write something, and then read something. And then a few days later, something comes up about that subject. So I've been super fortunate. When I started writing, I was totally unprepared for it. I hadn't ever written a song before. I'd stopped playing the guitar, and I probably hadn't sung since high school. So at that point in time, it was really a struggle to just kind of keep going. I needed to get calluses on my fingers, and I was really, really afraid to sing and play in public. So so it's been kind of an uphill struggle, but each little step just makes the next step a little easier. So if you're just beginning, this was a good example of a song just written in 2 chords. So it's very easy, but I think if you have something that's melodic enough where the melody can really carry the song, then you're okay with very few chords. So part of this was an example of how to do that, hopefully. So I've been really lucky. I have always gotten my best songs, or songs that I would ever play for anybody, just from the muse. And when I say that, it's not necessarily anything from my life. Sometimes it's from the lives of my friends. Sometimes it's totally unrelated, and I think I'm just tapping into some kind of collective unconscious, because I don't really know what to call that. But once I wrote my first song, then I've written a song probably at least every 2 weeks since that time. So that was like February 2012. So I am collecting songs now. I have a little story about John Prine, because which kind of ties in with this. So I had never heard of John Prine. I didn't know his music. I was really disconnected from the musical world for a very, very long time. But we went on a music cruise, and John Prine was one of the headliners. And so everybody was so excited to see John Prine, and I'm like, well, okay, sounds good to me. And so when I heard him sing, and I heard the sincerity and honesty of his lyrics, and just the beauty of his voice and his guitar playing, and how everything just meshed together so well with him, I was terribly, terribly impressed. So that was in February. And then I think it was May or June of that year, I was like, why am I only getting songs from the muse, and why can I not just sit down and write a song? So I remembered John Prine, and I thought, that's somebody to copy. And so I tried really hard. I put aside about 3 weeks, and I decided I was going to write a song a la John Prine. And I threw the first 2 songs away. They were just so bad to start with. The third song I finished, and it was just trite and terrible, and I'm sorry, it was really just the worst song I've ever written to date. So at that point, it was sort of the beginning of a lesson to me, which was that I really needed to just be myself. And well, I think when I first started singing too, I was trying to sound like Bonnie Raitt or, you know, Lucinda Williams or somebody that I really admired. And I found that I couldn't sing like them either. So I did go and take for 2.5, 3 years maybe. I took some voice lessons, and that was like the biggest help in my world. So if you're an aspiring singer, but you're just not sure if you have the voice for it, I really do recommend seeing a vocal coach. So I guess that is sort of how I came around to the things that had to do with John Prine, which is don't necessarily try to write like somebody else. Don't try to imitate someone else vocally. Just pretty much find who you are, and I think I've done that over the years. Tried to figure out, what my vocal range is and what sounds better with my voice, and luckily the things that sound better with my voice are probably the easiest to do, and that's really when I kind of pull back from my voice a little bit and make it sound a little breathier, and then I think it gives it maybe a little bit more character than just a pure little single note. So that's my songwriting lesson for today. I was trying to keep this under 10 minutes, but I find I'm talking too much. So once again, it's a cloudy evening, semi-cloudy here in Placitas, and I'm going to take off my guitar and try to give you guys a better view of the mountains because it's really beautiful here. This evening, I don't think we're going to have a sunset again because of the clouds, but I did try to find a day that was a little less windy. So I hope you guys stay well. If you have any questions, I'm going to try to make questions available when I post this on YouTube. If you want to listen to the song again, it's probably on my website, annarudolph.com, or it's on my CD called Alter Ego, which you can get, I think, from Amazon or Apple Music and probably other sites as well. So everybody, please stay well and safe. Don't loosen things up too much. So I love you, and I'll see you again. Hoping you're able to see our beautiful mountains.